What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zebec today, ZBCN. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 31st day of July. Here you are, about 10 hours, 15, about 11 hours, let's just say that, at about $0.0056 on the spot. You did move up a little bit higher, right? And that was to be expected, right? I was saying that, here we were just below the 786, just below it. Hold on, I'm gonna get this. There's a hair on my screen, so it moved it. I got a touch screen, so whenever I move things off the screen, it'll move it. Anyways, my cat was up here. All right, let's get back to work here. But we did move up. We moved up a little bit. 786, 886. We're right in this area where I'd expect that you find resistance, right? You consolidated below the golden ratio here. We were anticipating you'd just tear through it, and then you'd find resistance up in here. It is still possible you could venture a little bit higher, up to 0063. So if we keep moving up today, don't get too giddy. Don't get too excited. You never know. I mean, you never know. You could rally, but my expectations here, just looking at the price, right, taking the fibs away, with this kind of consolidation after this massive 10x move that you had in a 1 month time, right, like a month and a week's time, I don't anticipate that here you're just going to blast through the roof, right? I don't expect that. That doesn't mean that it can't happen, but I just don't expect that, right? Typically, you take the slow road back whenever you're coming up. You took the fast road here, and then once you break out, that's whenever things get exciting. That's whenever you see this massive move. But here, this is kind of your last call, last chance area. I would anticipate some consolidation goes on before you rip, and maybe not this much consolidation. I'm just drawing that to exaggerate the fact, but consolidation before the rip, like here, right? Here, you went up basically damn near right to this line, and even a little bit above it technically, right? But you still consolidated before the rip, right? You still consolidated for about a week and a half before the rip. You hear what I'm saying, right? You took the slow road to consolidate here. You moved up pretty fast here, up and down, but then consolidated here before the big move, before the real big rip. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. Could we go up higher? Could you even go up to your all-time high area? Sure, you could, but I'm thinking that you probably stop somewhere around. Where's the fib? There we go. Around 0063, right? Something, if you were to go higher. Let's look at the short-term stuff and see if you go higher at all. First off, you might go lower. That might have been your high right there. I wouldn't be surprised. You're closing right here on a daily basis, closing right there, right at prior areas of support. It's very well a possibility that you find resistance here. What about the high to low? 1886, 200. We know that you like that, right? That's exactly where you stopped here if we take this high to low. Yeah, right. You literally stopped 1886 200. You stopped right there. Here you stopped. I'm just saying you're probably not going to see the same results. Here you went below the 1272. I doubt that you go below the 1272. But hey, maybe, right? Understand, and not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not expecting this to happen. But if you come all the way back down to 0045, that's not a problem. It's okay. In fact, that was the best time to buy last time. I'm just saying, not a problem. But I highly doubt that you do that. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. I like to entice. I like to, what's the word? Entertain is a better word. I like to entertain bearish expectations or bullish expectations that are outside mine, because you never know, right? I'm not perfect. I can be wrong. Something crazy can happen, and I like to do that not because I want to be right or because I want to have said that I said this. I do that because if something unexpected happens, I don't want people to freak out. I don't want people to think, "Oh my God, it went lower than he said it would go. Does this mean it's broken?" No, it doesn't mean it's broken. Who cares? It's you've got higher lows. It is not a problem. Okay, 1 hour time. I'm sure nobody's worried about ZBCN now. I'm just saying, if you were to drop all the way down here, people might be worried if I'm calling for higher lows. People might get concerned, but it's really not concerning. It shouldn't be something that's a problem. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, first off, looking at the price here, finding support at prior resistance is a good look. You went to run and you didn't really get much out of it. Let's look at something with some volume on it. Buy bit. Yeah. Moving up, trying to go higher. No volume coming in, so you probably do go, I think, even below this low here. So let's run with that idea. Taking this high to low here. Golden ratio, 0053. 1272, 0048, something in that area. Yeah, could happen. I like that 0053 idea. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. Rejecting the overbought zone. You're getting overbought, now you're rejecting it. You probably come down to the 40. If you're coming down to the 40, I don't expect that you get below half a cent. 005. I don't believe that you get below there. I think that you do find a higher low relative to that. Maybe 0053. between 0053 and 005. That's where you're going to go. That's my expectation. I can be wrong, but stochastics probably get to the oversold zone. RSI probably comes down to the 40. MACD's crossed red. You know, all the bells and whistles for a little bit of a downside pullback. And again, if it's a little bit more extreme than that, who cares? It's really not a big deal. You do have bearish divergence. Hey, look at that. Bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame and the stochastics and the MACD. Oh my goodness. Bearish divergence doesn't imply much. It just implies that you're going to see a lower low or a lower price than this at some point, right? 552, sorry. 00552. You're probably going to go below there. How much lower? Just a little bit lower, a lot lower, I don't know. I think we have the right range between, and I might even extend this range a little bit. Let's say 0054 to 0051. Okay. Maybe even just below that, but I doubt that you do. If you were to go lower, you know, you could find support still here and have a higher low overall. And again, that's at like 00466. Could you do that? Let's see. Low to high here, went to your golden ratio. Low to high here, went to your 382. Low to high here. I doubt you go to your, I don't think this is a topping point. I doubt you go to your 382. Maybe 00475 at the lowest if you were to go below this range. You back test prior areas of resistance for support, but I think that's exactly what you're going to do over here with this. I'm sticking with it. I really like that 0053 area. 0053 to 0051, that's my expectation, but if you go a little bit lower than that, who cares? So some downside first and then some upside second. Does that sound good to you guys? Daily time frames overbought, that's nice. Come down. Find support at the overbought zone or out of it, right? You get overbought, you come out, you continue to run. You get overbought, you get out, you continue to run. Do that. Stochastics are crossing down a little bit. MACD's crossing above the 0 on the daily time frame. Building bullish momentum. You got a lot of good things going for you, okay? Just in the short-term stuff, things look bearish. But on the daily time frame, and I'm assuming the 3-day time frame and more, yeah, things are only just starting to kick up, right? So I mean, you're not done with this move. Look at the weekly RSI. If you have any doubts at all, you're not done with this move, right? You got higher lows, you got higher highs. You're about to get into the overbought zone. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but this move is going to top off when the RSI is at like an 80 something or a 90 even. You might even see a stronger reading than your last reading here. It's not over until you're up in this area or higher in the RSI. You've got weeks of upside to go. You're up 35% this week. I'm sure some of you are having fun, but this is small potatoes compared to what's coming, you guys. Okay, you're gonna have weeks like this where you're up 128%, 57%, 72%. You're gonna have weeks like that. You know what I mean? Like this is a small week. You probably consolidate a little bit over next week, and then boom, then you're rallying. Okay, it might not even be a full week of consolidation, but I got nothing else for you. Where are you going to go as far as the price goes? Let's touch base on that real quick. High to low here. We'll take the prior all-time high to low as well. High to low here. I really do like this 3 cent to 4.5 cent area personally, but 2 cents at a minimum. 1886200 area right there. 2272 is lining up. Typically you go just above there, so I like that 3 cent to 4.5 cent area. Could you go up higher? Sure, you could, but I doubt that you do. Could you stop lower than 2 cents? Sure, but I doubt that you do. I really do like the 3 to 4.5 cent area. So that's my expectation. As to when will that happen, it could happen in August. It could happen in September. Don't be worried about the when. Just be worried about the fact that you don't have enough and you need to buy more before it goes up. All right, guys, I've got nothing else for you. If you like the video, hit that like button. It helps promote the content, right? It helps push this stuff out to other people who are like you, who are degenerates. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Some of you might be degenerates, man. It's this crypto market does attract a lot of degens, but it also attracts a lot of people who are looking for opportunities, opportunists, right? So hit the like button, share this video with other opportunists or degens, whatever. And I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.